Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video, and part 2 of the sunroof delete on the E36. As you can see, I've already got the sunroof cartridge out. It's gone. Well, it's not gone. It's over there, but you know, it's gone from the car. In its place, I'm putting in this Hard Motorsport sunroof delete panel. It's got the carbon fiber, you know, for the lightness. No, not really. I just didn't want to get the fiberglass one and have to paint it. So got the carbon fiber option instead, and I think it'll look pretty decent with the black. So I'm not one of those put carbon fiber everywhere unless it's for functional reasons kind of guy. But today, like I said, part of this video is we're going to go ahead and get this thing installed. It's a little cloudy. Really chose a hell of a day to do this. I think the sun's peeking out back there, but we're going to go ahead and try to get this installed. Shouldn't be too difficult. All we got to do is get rid of what's left of the factory sunroof seal, put some silicone on this bad boy, drill a couple holes, pop it into place. Shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll see as we go. So let's get into it. All right, first up we have to get rid of the stock sunroof seal. The delete panel is supposed to sit flush with the sheet metal. It won't fit in unless you get rid of this, and I believe these are silicone in place from the factory, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass to remove, but once it starts peeling, it should be fine. Yeah, definitely good in place, so we're going to go ahead and start getting this off now. So before we can go and get the sunroof delete panel in, we have to get rid of all this adhesive that was originally holding the sunroof seal in place. Otherwise, the sunroof delete panel won't fit. So I'm just using a one-sided razor. I'm just cutting it away. And as you're doing this, you know, you might remove some paint. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Unfortunately, it is going to happen. Also, you're going to want lots of these. I have a pack of 100. They do get dull relatively quick, and when they get dull, it makes it very difficult to remove it, and a dull blade, you can easily cut yourself by accident. So as soon as it gets difficult to scrape this shit off, swap out the blade. I'm reasonably happy with how clean everything is. The key on the sunroof deletes on the E36 is you have to drill 4 holes in the rear and either rivet it in place or you can put riv nuts in. I'm going to go the riv nut way, or a riv nut option. But before we can do that, you have to test fit the panel. I expect that I might have to do some trimming on the edges, you know, near the edges of the roof, just to get this thing to fit flush without it being too tight, but you're not going to know until you test fit. So I'm going to go ahead and test fit now and kind of see what I'm working with. And that's what we're working with right there. Probably have to do just a little bit of cutting through here just so that it'll sit flush against the roof. Really right around here is where the silicone's going to be, and that's what's going to seal it. And we got the same issue over here. Just not quite sitting flush all the way around. But it's not really a big deal. And this is what I was saying in the rear. You got these equally drilled holes. That, I'm going to basically drill the hole into the roof. And I'm going to put an M5 by 0.8 riv nut in there. And that way everything will be consistent all the way around, pending this ever gets removed, which is not likely going to happen. But, you know, like I said, a little bit of trimming, not a huge deal. I'll take care of that and get it to fit a little bit more flush. I don't want a ton of pressure on any of the fasteners in there. But the next step is going to be to mark the holes. We're going to pull the panel back out, drill them, and install the properly sized riv nut. Tried the paint pen route, but it wasn't working. But you can see that little nick that I just made with the center punch. I've just gone ahead and set these up. I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill the holes. But first, I need to get the sunroof plug back out. All right. Gone ahead and gotten those holes drilled. They're really close to the edge, but there should be enough meat that, you know, I could set the riv nut. I'm not too worried about it. But they're all even, looking pretty good. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and install the riv nuts. All right, so I have all the riv nuts installed. They were a little tricky to get in, kind of shallow. Unfortunately, I didn't film it, and I accidentally put one in the wrong hole, but it doesn't matter. But they're in, and I should be able to thread the new hardware in place. And next up, I'm going to go ahead and silicone the sunroof plug and then get it installed. Got a really nice bead all the way around, and this will seal up against the edge of the sunroof. A little bit of overflow. It'll fit pretty nice once it's in, and there shouldn't be too much excess that squeezes out. Shredding in all these fasteners by hand right now. And obviously it's getting kind of dark, but that's sort of been the story of this whole project. I'm always running out of daylight. But so far, like all the threaded nut certs that I've put into the roof, everything is lining up perfectly fine, which is, of course, the way that you want it to work. So run out of daylight to finish a conclusion on the sunroof delete panel install. As you can see, it's in. It's also following day. Truth be told, I actually shot this video over a couple of days. Just between, I mean, it gets dark relatively early still this time of year, 7:30. So without much outside lighting, it gets kind of hard to tell what you're doing. But I'll just take you inside. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm sure that's probably what you're most curious about seeing. But this is the plug installed from the inside, or the sunroof delete installed from the inside. You can see all the stainless steel screws I installed, along with those fasteners. So I basically just used these M5 button head screws with an M5 stainless steel washer. It's all 3/16 stainless steel. Looks pretty good, nice and uniform. You know, it's kind of the attention to detail. Obviously, everything else inside the car is still kind of a shit show. But currently, getting it ready to put the engine back in. I just power washed the engine bay. Try to remove as much grease as possible. It's obviously not going to be perfect, but you know, anything is better than it was. But again, I'm going to cut this video. It's kind of long. Like I said, hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment box below. You know, like the video if you liked it. Also hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos on how this car comes out. It's still kind of an unknown at this point. I have a pretty good idea of how it's going to be, but you never really know until you know. But other than that, again, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.